Back to a new episode of Taekook arranged marriage. Cool down Taehyung. Hana gave him some water to drink. She really doesn't want to say further by looking at his intense state, but she wants him to know, Hana, why can't I remember my high school days? I don't have any memories of my high school days. Taehyung asked as he was confused as heck. Taehyung, you met with an accident in your senior year in high school, the day when we finished for the last exam of high school, Hannah said with a shaking voice. What? No, there is nothing that happened to me. I should have known if something happened to me. Taehyung confused more now. Taehyung, it's okay. Don't feel tensed. Tell me if you feel dizzy or pain in your head, Hana instructed him. Taehyung nodded his head and did not feel any of those. We studied in the same high school. I met you the day Jungkook transferred to another school. I was new like you. We were in the same class. At first we were not that close, but we became close when we allotted to a project together. We became close after that. We were best friends in high school. You used to tell me about your crush on Jungkook. You told me how much you loved him from your childhood. I almost know everything about you, like we were so close that we used to share our secrets to each other. What you know about my crush, the reason I joined that school, and the painting later. Taehyung started to mention everything curiously. Hana concerned. I know Taehyung, I know that all. The reason you joined that high school is you want to get close to Jungkook, not like a little Thethe, but like a lover. And I know about your painting letters also. Hana confessed, but why don't I remember anything? Taehyung left uncomfortable again, like how can he forget some important part of his life like that? As I told you, you met with an accident. I think it's better if I say we. Hana spoke again. We? Taehyung repeated. Yeah, that day after we finished our exam. Your dad Namjoon came to pick us. Actually, we used to live next door at that time. I used to live with your grandma. I don't have parents, so Uncle Jin and Namjoon really took care of me like their child. Like every day, Uncle Jungkook, Namjoon picked us from school, and that day it was raining so heavy. I was sitting in the back seat. You and Uncle Namjoon sat in front seats. I don't know what happened actually. I was sleeping in the back seat. Suddenly I heard a huge sound. I opened my eyes. Next second I knew that the car hit by the truck and it's rolling on the highway with a huge force. The back door of the car opened and I fell out of the car as it was rolling, but you were still inside with Uncle Namjoon. The car rolled onto the valley beside the road. I turned to the edge of the road where the car fell. I saw you fell out of the car like you were lying 2 feet away from the car with blood flowing out of your head. You looked up at where I stood at the edge of the road and you turned to look at the car lying beside you, and I stopped for a second. And what? Taehyung almost shouted, and fire started coming out of the car. Within a second, whole car catched the fire with your dad inside it, Hana said by shifting her look to Taehyung. Tears started rolling down of his eyes. Hana moved near to the hugged her friend who was crying. Taehyung hugged her and let out all his tears. It's okay, please don't cry. Hana patted his back to confirm him. comfort him. I saw my dad dying in front of my eyes, but I could not do anything. I did not even remember my dad now. Why? He sniffed and cried until he has no tears to cry. After a minute, Taehyung pulled back, wiping his tears. And why I don't remember all this? Taehyung asked after calmed down himself. Hannah took a deep breath and started speaking again. After that, you were sent to the hospital. You lost so much blood from your head. You were in coma for 10 days. After that incident, doctor said there are only few chances of your life. Uncle Jane was so sad about your dad's death. He was not ready to lose you, so he took you to US for better treatment. After taking treatment for a week there, you finally woke up, but you did not remember anything. Doctor said you hit your brain, so you lost your memory, and the doctor said there is a chance that you gain back your memory and remember about your Appa Jin and slowly started remembering anything. Your Appa thought you remember everything, but no, you did not remember everything. Hannah patted his shoulder. I remember everything from my childhood, but why did I not remember? And you and my dad, also my senior year of high school. Taehyung asked, but because you forget that accident, you were shocked by seeing your dad's death in front of you. You forget everything and everyone involved in that accident. Forget me because I was with you in that accident. You forget your dad because he is also there in the accident, and your Appa Jin did not try to make you gain your memory back because he doesn't want you to feel sad about your dad's death. You moved out from your old house so that you don't remember those old days you spent with your dad, Namjoon. I did not try to meet you again because if I meet you, you may remember me and those old days and maybe that accident and also your dad's death. You love your dad so much, more than your Appa Jin. If someday you remember everything, you really can't take that, your dad's death. So your Appa avoided everything which make you remember that accident. Hannah sighed in relief, like a huge weight dropped from her shoulder. But why I don't remember my high school days? There is nothing that my high school days do with that accident. Ask again. Actually, I don't know that too. You remember everything from your childhood which did not involve your dad Namjoon. You remember Jungkook, your love. Maybe you just forget about your high school days, mostly the senior year when we were friends. Hannah said, so I forget you after the accident, and I also forget my high school days because you were with me in all those memories. Taehyung said after thinking for a second. Yeah, maybe. Hannah stood up from the bench, and I really don't remember some of my childhood memories my dad mentioned before. I thought it was because I was too little, but now I got to know that it's not because those memories have my dad Namjoon, so I could not remember it. Taehyung said, standing up from the bench following Hannah, but I don't remember only some days. That means is Appa Namjoon spent only some days with me? Taehyung asked again. His dad is head is filled with questions now. He doesn't know where to start asking. Yeah, your dad Namjoon was a famous doctor in US. He used to live in US. Your dad Namjoon used to always say that it's his responsibility to save lives. As a doctor, he can't quit his job, and it took so many years to become a doctor for him. And Appa Jin respected his decision to live there and serve for people. He used to back to Korea in winter breaks to with spend time with you and Uncle Jin. You were so proud of your dad, Namjoon. You used to say that he is your hero. He saved like lives like a hero. You were so proud of your doctor dad. And I said, remembering those old days, and you know what, your dad transferred to Korea in our senior year of high school. Maybe that's the reason you don't remember your high school days. And I spoke as he remembered it suddenly. Oh, I feel so heavy in my head. I feel like I lost half of myself. Thanks, said, catching his head. It's okay, I know it's hard to know it, but you need to know it and try to keep yourself calm. Hannah said thoughtfully, if you ask me, you should remember those days with your dad. You can't just forget him like that. I know it hurts if you remember your dad's death, but you still have those happy moments with your dad, which can make you happy, and those days you spend with him joyfully, which you can't spend again. You know what I mean. Take your father to help to remember those days. Ask him to show some pictures. Remember your love for your dad. Remember your father's love for you. Hannah said, I will. Thank you, Hannah. But does my father knew about you telling me all this? Taehyung asked. Yes, I called him and asked him if I can tell you. Appa asked me to try it, and this is the way I made friends with you again all these years. I was so jealous of your best friend hobby. If you did not forget me, I used to be your best friend, sharing your happy and sad days. Every time I see you hanging out with him, I was like, why him, not me? I really felt so bad to lose such a best friend. That's why when Elia asked me to make friend with you again, like a new friend, not mention the past. At first, I scared if you remember that accident, but you spoke to me sometimes and you did not really remember me. So I made a move and approached you. I started hanging out with you, and that's the reason I acted so close within the first days. We started hanging out, and I said sadly, Hannah, you know what? You should sound like a girlfriend who I forgot after the accident. Taehyung said jokingly, oof, the best friend is more than a power girlfriend. I am your best friend and you are my best friend. So try to remember all those days. You will know how much we mean to each other. Girlfriend may change if they break up, but a friend never changes. A friend is always a friend, Hannah said, drama queen. Taehyung teased by mimicking her. That day went like that. Taehyung, my baby, wake up. Dad, it's Sunday. Taehyung hissed and covered his face with his blanket. But, baby boy, wake up, his dad pleaded, dragging his blanket off of his face. But Taehyung catched it hard. Mr. Doctor, why don't you just let me sleep? I just want to sleep. Taehyung yelled. Enough, that's so enough, baby boy. Get up from your bed before I pour cold water on your face. His dad pissed off. As if you really do. I know you don't do that, Dad. Taehyung giggled, but did not come out of the bed. Who said I don't do that? I will surely do if you don't get up now. His dad fake angry. I know you don't do that, Taehyung said by pulling off his blanket from his face. And why is that? His dad asked to know why his son is so sure about that. That's because you love me so much, Taehyung said by jumping into the bed into his dad. His dad smiled and hugged his baby boy. I should not have spoiled you. His dad sighed and patted his back with a smile. But you already did, Taehyung said by pulling off his dad's hug, and I regret it. His dad started picking clothes from the floor which fell they carelessly and started folding them. You know what? That dump yard at the end of the street is cleaner than your room. His dad said by cleaning his room. Dad, I want to become a doctor like you and save those leaves. Thing said out of nowhere. Oh, my baby boy is growing. But I know you love painting, so you should be a painter. I want people to praise my baby boy. His dad ruffled his hair, who sits in the bed, staring out of the window cluelessly. Dad, how do you know everything about me? You know what makes me happy and what not. How? Taehyung asked innocently. Because you are an only baby boy and I love you so much, his dad said by pinching his cheeks. I love you so much, Dad. Taehyung hugged his dad, Waits, who stood beside the bed while Taehyung is still sitting on the bed. Okay, let's go to the Uncle Yoongi's house. You have a painting class today. I'm so glad that Yoongi is going to be your painting daughter, he said. His dad said, exciting. Uncle Jimin's house, Taehyung said, his heart, eyes, and blushed face. Oh, someone is blessing me, but Jungkook will be out today. His dad teased Dad, who said Taehyung tried to cover, but he realized that he can't hide anymore. Anything from his dad, he even blushed more, and his dad did not stop teasing at all. So Taehyung ran into the bathroom. Baby boy, dressed well, time to impress your crush. I am waiting at an stair for you, his dad yelled, and Taehyung heard his footsteps going out of the room. Dad, Taehyung ventured but started dressing soon after his dad. My heart hurts. I can't feel my right leg. I can't even move my body. I slowly turned my face to the right side and made my head hurt more. Dad, I yelled as I saw my dad lying in the car upside down. He is bleeding. I shouted his name, my lungs out. He is not opening his eyes. I can't move my body. Dad, please open your eyes. I cried and I started run to him, but my body is not responding. I hate myself. I can't reach him. I'm lying almost 5 steps away, but I feel like I am a lifetime away from him. I force my legs to move. Silly, it hurts so bad. I saw fire started in the engine, slowly spreading the whole car. My dad is still lying in the car unconscious. I need to pull him out of the car before fire catches the whole car. My freaking leg is not moving. Fire is increasing by every passing second. Tears started rolling out of my eyes. Dad, please don't leave me, Dad, I cried, shouting. But my dad did not move at all. The fire catches his body. I saw his body burning slowly. Dad, I cried. My lungs are dead. Please don't leave me, Dad, please. To be continued. Everyone, I know this was a sad episode and I know you will be upset because of character's death, but you will get happy in future episodes, I'm sure. And I hope you will love it. Okay, see you again with the next episode. Till then, take care, say bye bye.